What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my DFS picks for NFL playoffs, wild card round, sleeper picks.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button
And hit that bell icon
so you don't miss our new videos.
In this video, I'm going to give you some of my top DFS sleeper picks for NFL playoffs, wild card round, super low priced and low ownership players that could crush value this week and give your lineup an advantage over the field. These are risky plays meant for large tournaments only. Don't go all in on any of these guys. They are high risk, high reward picks. And if you stay to the very end after all my picks and after I show you the Draft Dashboard tools, I'll give you my super secret sleeper pick that no one's talking about. Hey guys, our cash game lineup optimizer is now live. Playing cash games is the secret to building your bankroll. So that's why we've created our cash game lineup optimizer that will generate a lineup based on the highest projected ownership. In cash game lineups, you want safer plays that carry less risk and are owned by a larger percentage of the field. By using the wisdom of the crowd, we will generate a cash game lineup based on ownership projections. This new tool is available right now, so come on in and start building your bankroll. Okay, my sleeper pick for the quarterback position for the first week of the playoffs is Kirk Cousins from the Minnesota Vikings playing the New Orleans Saints, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 12th most fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins has averaged 17.7 fantasy points per game on the season. He gets about 2.1 rush attempts per game. He's going to be about 5% owned, which is super low owned for a quarterback on a 4-game slate. He's projected at 16.3 fantasy points here in the first week of the playoffs. He's $6,100 DraftKings salary and $1,500 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 49.5 points scored in this game, and they have the Vikings trailing by 7.5. So this is a pretty good matchup, and it should be a passing game script for Kirk Cousins, a high-scoring game. So I like Kirk Cousins here versus the New Orleans Saints. Okay guys, it's time to announce the winner of the $100 weekly comment contest. And the winner is Rob Orwig. Rob Orwig, congratulations. You are the winner of this week's $100 comment contest. Please reply to our comment to collect your prize.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching.
If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal,
all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won.
And then we'll send you $100 PayPal.
So it's that easy,
and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video.
So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Okay, my sleeper pick at the running back position for the first week of the playoffs is Marshawn Lynch from the Seattle Seahawks playing the Philadelphia Eagles, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they've been pretty good versus opposing running backs. Marshawn Lynch has averaged 9.4 fantasy points per game. He got 12 rush attempts last game. He's only going to be about 2% owned, projected at 7.8 fantasy points here in the first week of the playoffs. He's $5,200 DraftKings salary and $700 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 45 points scored in this game, and they have the Seahawks favored by 1.5. So the matchup's not great, but he should get around 15 rush attempts this week. And if he finds the end zone, he could find himself in the winning lineup at only 2% ownership. So I like Marshawn Lynch here versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay guys, if you're getting any value from this video, please hit that red subscribe button. We put out new fantasy football videos every day. So if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification, You won't miss out on any of our new fantasy football videos. Tons of free stuff coming your way. It only takes a second, and it helps us push out more fantasy football content for you guys to consume each and every day. It's because of you subscribers that make this possible. So thank you for supporting this channel. Okay, my sleeper pick at the wide receiver position for the first week of the playoffs is Adam Thielen from the Minnesota Vikings playing the New Orleans Saints, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 5th most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. Adam Thielen has averaged 11.7 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 4.8 pass targets per game. He's only going to be about 8% owned. That's low ownership for a wide receiver 1 in a 4-game slate, projected at 11.4 fantasy points here in the first week of the playoffs. He's $6,200 DraftKings salary and the same price on FanDuel. So we know Vegas thinks there's going to be 49.5 points scored in this game. They have the Vikings trailing by 7.5, which bodes well for Adam Thielen. They should be passing the ball, trying to catch up. It's a great matchup, so I like Adam Thielen here versus the New Orleans Saints.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all the tools for NFL, and you can try the tools for NBA. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, my sleeper pick at the tight end position for the first week of the playoffs is Kyle Rudolph from the Minnesota Vikings playing the New Orleans Saints, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they've been pretty good versus opposing tight ends. Kyle Rudolph has averaged 7.1 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 3 targets per game. He's only going to be about 3% owned, projected at 7.1 fantasy points here in the first week of the playoffs. He's on the field for 78% of the snaps, so he's almost always on the field. He's only $3,500 DraftKings salary and $1,500 more on FanDuel. We know Vegas thinks this is going to be a high-scoring game, 49.5 projected points, with the Vikings trailing by 7.5. I wouldn't play Kyle Rudolph and Adam Thielen, but I think one of them can hit value and get it done. So I like Kyle Rudolph here versus the New Orleans Saints.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video.
You've unlocked the bonus content. Okay, my super secret sleeper pick for the first week of the playoffs, the wild card round, I like Tre'Quan Smith from the New Orleans Saints playing the Minnesota Vikings, who have a good defense overall, but they give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. Tre'Quan Smith has averaged 6.5 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 2.3 pass targets per game. He's going to be about 8% owned, on the field for 43% of the snaps, projected at 5.5 fantasy points here in the first week of the playoffs. He's only $4,000 DraftKings salary and $1,500 more on FanDuel. He scored 17 fantasy points off of 5 targets last week. If he catches a long bomb for a touchdown, he could find himself in the winning lineup. So I like Tre'Quan Smith here versus the Minnesota Vikings.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NFL slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck. Do you want more fantasy football picks? Check out the video linked right in the middle of the screen. If you got any value from this video, please tap that subscribe button before you get out of here and ring that bell notification so you won't miss our daily fantasy football uploads. We're putting out new videos every day, so I don't want you guys to miss any of our free content.